Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Blind Voice Politics.
It's not just any episode. It's a special episode.
It is a special episode, but why is it a special episode, Chris?
Because we're talking about debates. And we're not talking about the most recent debate because we already talked about that. We're talking about debate history and how they've changed over the years.
Because the change has been ridiculously, it's been huge.
We're going to compare 2004 to 2020, and, you might notice a slight difference. Not much. I'm being heavily sarcastic if you can't notice that one, but...
Yeah, well, the fact of the matter is, between 2004 and this year, oh my god, the change is so big. It's so huge. And
So, Nick...
I'll have to prove that here today.
Can you tell us how it used to be done in the old-fashioned days of 2004, back 30 years ago? And I'm talking about what happened in 2020.
Yeah, so, pretty simple. You would see, you would have the question asked, of course, as usual. And the candidates would just politely go back and forth about whatever policy or issue was at hand. They'd politely go back and forth, give their opinion, give their ideals, and just essentially basically respectfully say that their opponent wasn't qualified for the job.
Now, let's say, because the old-fashioned way sounded so peaceful. Now let's talk about 2020. They would have the policies, the question asked, but the policies were not side by side one bit. You could pretty much go off on a tangent, discuss whatever you want. You talk over each other, and you try to observe dominance over the other one by who can scream louder than the other.
Yeah, there were definitely plenty of examples of that the other night.
And, me and Nick are not endorsing a candidate or another. We're just pointing out the differences between the 2004 example that we're using in 2020. We're not endorsing one candidate or another. Now, if you don't know about the election in 2004, it was against President George W. Bush and Secretary of State John Kerry. Now, my fabulous editor is going to roll the first clip.
What I worry about with the president is that he's not acknowledging.
Okay, so in that first clip, John Kerry was saying that President Bush is not capable of doing the job. And notice how they're questioning each other as you listen to this whole thing. Notice how they question each other. They're not screaming at each other.
Right. You just have a very, just collected, idealism from the one candidate. It's very peaceful.
Now roll the second clip.
Acknowledging the truth of the science of stem cell research or of global warming and other issues. And certainty sometimes can get you in trouble.
Now, what you should really notice here is that, again, there were no interruptions. There aren't any examples of people just yelling at each other or talking over one another.
Or letting the other candidate talk.
Exactly.
Who would have thought that was a thing? Okay.
Now we have
the third part of this little thing. Bush is pretty much politely saying, you can't do this job. I'm sorry, you can't do the job. But he's not blatantly saying you are the dumbest president we've ever had.
Right. Now let's roll that clip, shall we?
To do what is necessary to succeed, but what I won't do is change my core values because of politics or because of pressure.
Now that you see what happened in 2004, in case you forgot what happened in 2020, let's play a little montage of what happened in the first 2020 presidential debate.
Oh God, this should be fun.
It's about you. That's what we're talking about here.
All right, that's
Not
the,
about here.
that's the end of the segment. We're moving on.
He didn't take them.
Well,
Vice President, no.
Can I be honest? It's a very important
Try to be
question.
honest.
He stood up.
No,
He stood up,
the answer to
and
the
he
question is no.
threatened Ukraine.
No, sir.
With $1 billion, if you
That
get rid of
is
the
absolutely
you know what, you're-
not
stop.
true.
tape doing it.
You're going to
Not
have
tape.
True.
Gentlemen.
Real difference there, isn't there, Nick? Just a tad bit difference.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these two examples, these two different debates can't even really be compared. They are so different from one another in so many ways. And I'm sorry, but, if you take my opinion into it, 2020, the 2020 example of the debate, it can't even be considered a debate, really. That's just a straight-up fight.
And to be honest, that's not what debates are supposed to be about. They're not supposed to be screaming back and forth. The purpose of a debate is...
The purpose of a debate is supposed to be, what we should be looking at and looking forward to in the next 4 years for either party. We should be able to listen to the two sides, listen to each candidate, and get, a generally, slightly detailed look and a slightly detailed guess as to what we should expect over the next 4 years or so. It's not supposed to be this ugly back and forth screaming match where we honestly learn nothing. If you remember from Friday's show and the survey that was given, only 13% of the people that took that survey felt informed. Only 13%. That is not how it should be. That's not how it should go in a debate. The point is to make your ideals clear. The point is to ensure the trust of the American people, not trying to tear each other's throats out endlessly.
Yeah, Nick is 100% right, and you know what? We still have 3 more debates to go, so hopefully something changes between, last Tuesday, and the next debate is Wednesday, October 7th. It's the VP debate, and then after that, it's Joe Biden and President Trump again on Thursday, October 15th, and again on Thursday, October 22nd.
Yeah, so let's hope. Let's just hope with everything we have that, in the next debates here, everything can start to quiet down a little. There can be a little more respect shown on both sides. And everything can calm down. And we can actually see some informed, calm, real debates.
I hope you guys enjoyed this little Monday special mini episode. I know it's not what our normal Monday episodes have been, but Monday episodes are kind of like a whatever happens Monday type show. So I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, which is Wednesday morning for the next failed election. But see you Wednesday morning, everyone.
Yep, and remember, just a quick reminder to follow us on social media if you want to get news updates. Links will be in the show notes. But besides that, like Chris said, see you guys on Wednesday and have a lovely day. Bye, guys.